There is absolutely no good reason for either destroying or selling public records.
That's Kim Meyer, litigation director for the Southern Environmental Law Center. The new statute makes legislators the custodians of their own documents. Section 120-135, Section B states, legislators while in office or after leaving office shall not be required to reveal or to consent to reveal any document, supporting document, drafting request, or information request made or received by that legislator while a legislator. The legislation also gives lawmakers the ability to sell or destroy their documents, something that shocked Meyer.
Generally, I'll say I'm never surprised by something this legislature does, but I actually was this time.
This is that 625-page budget, and those changes, they start here on page 530. Meyer's husband is currently a state senator, and he says those changes were added at the last second, so lobbyists and even legislators had limited time to read or even research what the new changes would do.
I think everyone was surprised. I had Republican colleagues who told me they were surprised.
Senator Meyer says this last-minute addition raises concerns about motivation.
This happened almost immediately on the heels of a controversial bill to legalize casino gambling in North Carolina. And it sure seemed like there was a lot of coincidence of why maybe we wanted to hide records after there was an attempt to legalize casinos.
This was added to the budget by the Senate, so we reached out to all 16 Republican members of the Senate Appropriations Committee. Of those 16, 3 responded, all declining an interview. We then asked them to provide a written statement, which we are still waiting to receive. However, Republican organizations like the John Locke Foundation are voicing their concerns.
We're concerned about the change in the transparency level there. We think that government should have more rather than less transparency, and the idea that the General Assembly has a chance to decide on its own what is a public record and then decide to dispose of a record if it doesn't think it's one that needs to be held is of concern.
Meyer echoes that transparency is really what it comes down to.
You want to know what they're doing, what's motivating them, why they're making decisions, how they're making decisions, and that used to be something that we would have access to.
Though it's no longer a legal obligation, the hope is that legislators will still be as transparent as possible. So we decided to put that to the test. We requested that all 170 members of the legislature send us one email their office sent in the month of March. We gave them 7 days to do so. 28% responded, with 37 sending over an email. 133 did not respond to our request. So where do things go from here?
It's unlikely that this could be changed through the courts because there is no constitutional guarantee to public records.
But Senator Meyer's wife says the courts could expose a flaw in this law.
There's still a legal obligation to provide documents through discovery when a lawsuit is in place. We're about to see, does the legislature still have those documents, or have they deleted them? And if they have, that's a whole separate legal violation.
Meyer says it's going to take everyone banding together to change this. In Raleigh, Stephen Schlink reporting.